Sex ed class was funny because they never taught me how to eat that honey. How am I supposed to learn from a straight cis man who's never made anyone nut with just his hand? I would have liked to learn about my own lips or how to pleasure flowers below someone's hips. I wish they gave me a map that would lead me to info on slinging some strap. As if men have to be the center of sex, as if sexuality isn't complex. They don't even teach you about genital hygiene. These men don't even keep their dicks clean. They need herpes. They briefly taught us about consent, never anything about us being more than content, that you should profess an enthusiastic yes. They never showed us an actual pussy, they just not to keep it bushy. Hair is hair, they shouldn't care because it keeps bacteria out, preventing you from getting that clout. They even gave coochie a gender identity, forcing us pussy holders into a hegemony. Oh, let's not even talk about sexual orientation. They got us thinking bumping pussies will end in our damnation. So I would sit in class holding back. Sir, but can you tell us how to eat ass? Ha ha ha. I'm joking. That should have y'all choking, but only if you're into that. Oops, BDSM has entered the chat. Please don't tell my mom. She might take me to mass, but I'm so defiant. I'll think about someone slapping my ass. And don't get me started on virginity, because y'all got that idea from that lady named Trinity. Got us thinking that fucking is a sin, that I can't have a flower on my chin, that our pussies only exist for reproduction. Bitch, I am not an easy bake oven. Don't want us knowing that sex is for pleasure. It can even be a treasure as long as you apply the right pressure. Don't even want us to know how a clit feels when it's throbbing, that sex can feel so good, it'll have you sobbing. They don't want us to know this, they want us to miss this bliss. They take it away to commit acts of violence, forcing us into silence. So I'm gonna question this lesson because their idea of sex seems to be rooted in aggression. Religion is oppressive, even possessive. It plagues our communities, wedging people based on their identities. God got us wanting to pray away the gay. Trust me, I will stay this way. So who's fooling whom? I will proudly eat honeydew. Do you have a time for part 2?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm contradictory. And this one's called "And Poetry Became the Bible for Queer Poets." I did not kiss a woman until I was 19, and I can tell you right now that this interaction was everything but clean. For the most part, she led the way, and I really had no say, because I was 19 and had no idea what to do, but this girl was attached to me like glue, her skin sticking to my skin, and I can't even focus because I'm thinking that this is a sin. This is why I have so many contentions about faith and these made-up denominations. These hoes may call it Christianity, and y'all gonna be so mad about my use of profanity when I'm really here coming for your lack of humanity, because I never felt, what do you call it, pleasure? Or life's greatest treasure? I remember my pastor and his sermons and determined that I was not allowed to love somebody because I decided I would never let a man into my body. Stop the cap. My friend said that when I first read it. I kind of need to run that back. I have let a man into my body. That was fun. It's been fun, but I don't prefer that. Back to it. And so I spent years with bottled up tears and fear about the time when I do decide to profess an enthusiastic yes, when I confess that I would like to be undressed, when I know I'm about to be truly blessed, that I want to put my lips west of her belt because I felt a rush of blood coming in like a flood to my clitoral hood. And I know Shawty about to make me feel so fucking good. And I know that they about to please me with just their knee. And I know that I can trace my finger up from her thigh to and through her labial butterfly as she takes a deep sigh all the way up to her clit. And for the idiots in the room, the labias are basically a slit or a map to the real prize. And I love looking into her eyes as we come at the same time. I mention my disdain for religion because it gives me this disposition that I am other. Because when I was with my first lover, and I felt my heart flutter, something dripping down my legs that felt like butter, I could not fully embrace loving her. Knowing that this love may be forbidden, that we couldn't freely live in each other's skin, and we can't even dance to Beyonce at a gas station. I hope O'Shea is in the next stage of reincarnation. Your own Bible says an eye for an eye. Wait, when it's so unclear, does it no longer apply? Y'all think that with the love of God you can be humane, but I know that you religious freaks are insane, yelling God's name, but I'm over here yelling a woman's name. Is it not the same? I didn't love a woman until I was 21, when I felt fully grown. When I'm with a lover and I feel my heart flutter, I no longer dare to stutter. I just let her know that I love her, and poetry became my Bible, and I'm ready to be your queer disciple.